This is the JisuLife Ultra camping fan, or also known as the outdoor fan. I've received quite a few reviews to review this, so I bought it with my own money and I've done the necessary testing like fan speed, noise level, and portability and so on. So in this video, I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about this fan, and without further delay, let's get into it. First up, let's talk about design. This fan has the most intriguing design and a few other features that are not found on other JisuLife fans. The first feature is the ability to go into tripod mode by pushing the slider. Although the fan can stand steadily on its own, the wider base of support is useful when laying it on an unstable surface when you're outdoors. There are also metal sticks that you can nail through the legs for extra stability. The next feature is the extendable fan head. This lets the fan head get closer to you and the wind will reach you more easily when you are seated. This also means that I don't need to bend my elbows that much when using it in handheld mode, and this is particularly important for this fan because of its weight, which we will talk about later. It can do 90 degrees of vertical rotation and 240 degrees of horizontal rotation. I do wish that it can point downwards a little so that it can be used to cool my hot drinks or food as well. Take note that there is actually a twist lock mechanism that keeps the fan head attached to the body. A counterclockwise twist lets you unlock it and extend the fan head, whereas turning clockwise lets you lock it in place. There is a clip at the bottom to hook onto a carabiner or to hang at the top of your tent during camping. The fan is made of tough plastic throughout. It does feel quite sturdy and seems like it can handle some light drops on grass. Next up, let's talk about fan speed. I used my wind speed sensor and measured the fan speed at 1%, 50% and 100% fan speed, and here are the results. Over here, you can see that the maximum fan speed is actually 5 meters per second higher than JisuLife's claimed fan speed of 16 meters per second. If I were to compare it with the Ultra 2 handheld fan, you can see that both fans are pretty much on par at all three fan speeds. But to be honest, given the much larger size of this camping fan, I thought that it would be able to produce much stronger winds than the Ultra 2. Since the rear case and the rear vent can be removed by unwinding the screws at the sides, I tried to look inside and realized that the actual fan head is actually pretty small, roughly the same size as the fan head of the Ultra 2 fan. You can reach all the way into the fan blades and clean them, which is great for maintenance or to remove any foreign particles that get stuck here. There are 9 fan blades in total and they seem to be made of metal based on the sound produced when I tap on it with my screw, but I can't be absolutely sure that they are made of metal. When looking at how the folding mechanism works, you can see that a large amount of space is actually occupied by the U-shaped folding mechanism, and this might explain why JisuLife didn't make the fan blades or the inner fan head larger. There are 10 levels of fan speed adjustment controlled by the plus and minus buttons at the top of the fan head. 10 levels seem a little bit excessive because I don't think people actually need that fine level of control, and I think 5 levels would be sufficient, like what we see on the Life series models, so that users don't need to keep pressing the button to get to higher fan speeds. But thankfully, you can also just hold down the plus or minus buttons to quickly increase or decrease the fan speed. You may have noticed that there's no screen on this fan, so you can only tell the fan speed level it is at by judging from how loud the fan is. There's also no safety lock to prevent the fan from accidentally switching on, unlike many of the other JisuLife fans. Next up, let's look at the noise level. I measured the decibel level of the camping fan at 1%, 50% and 100% fan speed, and I also compared it to the Ultra 2 handheld fan. I'll let you listen to it for yourself first. So as you can see, the camping fan is quite a bit louder than the Ultra 2 fan at all fan speeds. This is especially so at the lower fan speed levels, even though the wind that it produces is not a lot faster than the Ultra 2. Perhaps to JisuLife, quietness is not their biggest priority for this particular fan model since it is marketed for camping use. Typically, the ambient noise outdoors is a lot higher, so it probably doesn't really matter that much even if this fan is louder. So this fan is definitely not suitable for quieter indoor spaces, probably only really suitable for crowded cafes or in a large open space stadium such as when you are at a concert. Now let's talk about battery life. The battery life of this fan is rated to be at 13,500 mAh capacity, and JisuLife claim that it can last between 1.5 to 20 hours of use. Based on my testing, it could do 21 hours and 26 minutes at the lowest fan speed and 1 hour and 49 minutes on highest fan speed. So the claims from JisuLife are pretty accurate. But it only lasted 22 minutes longer at highest fan speed. And at the lowest fan speed, the camping fan fell behind by 5 hours. I know that this could be because the camping fan has a higher minimum fan speed, but I just thought that the disparity should not be that large given that it also has 50% larger battery capacity than the Ultra 2 handheld fan. Here is a battery life comparison with every other handheld fan that I've reviewed before in the past. Next up, charging. This fan charges via USB-C, which is accessible by opening this silicone strip at the side. This strip is probably here to protect the ports from light rain, but based on my experience, these silicone strips often end up falling after a while, so I'm not sure how long this will stay attached. From my testing, this fan draws 18 watts of power during charging, and it takes 3 hours and 29 minutes to go from 0 to 100%. This is consistent with JisuLife's 3.5 hours claim. Due to the lack of a screen, the battery level is indicated by a strip of lights consisting of 4 segments. This is a lot better than the single LED lights on many of the Life series fans, which don't tell you the battery life until it's close to dying. You can still operate the fan at maximum fan speed even while it is charging, so you can run it way longer with a power bank attached to it. This Anker 165 watts power bank is the one that I always pair with my handheld fans because it has a built-in retractable cable, so I don't need to bring another cable along with me. If you're interested in this power bank, you can check out my review of it in the description below. Next up, portability. It has the largest form factor out of all the portable fans I've reviewed before, and it does occupy quite a bit of space in 6 liters and 10 liters sling bags. It's definitely better suited for backpacks, but thanks to its cylindrical design, it fits into the side water bottle compartments quite nicely. But the large round body makes it harder to grip onto for smaller hands, like for ladies or for younger children. And I find that it becomes tiring for my wrist and forearm when the fan head is extended to its longest length due to its weight distribution. Holding the neck of the fan or keeping the fan retracted does help to adjust the weight distribution, but the sheer weight of the fan will still cause noticeable fatigue after a while. And that is why I think that this camping fan is better suited to be used as a stationary fan rather than a handheld fan due to its weight. Next up, the power bank feature. Similar to the Ultra 2 fan, this camping fan also has a power bank feature, but this one has 2 ports available for output instead of the single USB-C ports on the Ultra 2. JisuLife claimed that the USB-A port can output 10 watts of power, while the USB-C ports can output 18 watts for fast charging. From my testing, I found that the USB-C ports can output slightly more than 20 watts of power, and it supports PD 3.0. As for USB-A ports, I could only get it to do about 8 watts, never quite reaching the 10 watts. But I do want to point out that the USB-C port on this fan has the same issue as the Ultra 2 handheld fan. Because the USB-C port on this fan serves the dual role of being an input port to charge the fan, as well as an output port to charge other devices, when you try to use some power banks to charge this camping fan, the camping fan will actually end up charging the power bank instead. I noticed that this happens to all the PowerCore series of power banks that I have from Anker, and only the 165 watts power bank that I mentioned just now doesn't have this issue. I'm not saying that this is the only power bank that works with this camping fan, but it is the only power bank that I have that works with this fan. On a different note, I also do want to point out that there are some small prints on the fan stating that it has about 60% of conversion efficiency, and although the battery capacity is 13,500 mAh, the actual capacity was rated to be just 6,000 mAh. Next up, the Torchlight feature. Again, similar to the Ultra 2, this camping fan also has a Torchlight feature. There is a dedicated light button on the fan head to turn the light on. You can switch between light modes by single pressing the light button. The first 3 modes are constant light modes with different intensities, and the 4th mode is an SOS light mode for attention. It's pretty bright, and I would say that it's brighter than the one on the Ultra 2 handheld fan at the highest intensity. Next up, let's talk about accessories. This is the JisuLife fan with the most accessories I've ever seen in the box, and here is an overview of what you will be getting with the fan. For the nozzles, it uses friction to attach to the fan head, and it is not the magnetic attachment that you will see on the Ultra 2 handheld fan. You also get a magnetic buckle that you can attach to your vehicle, for example, and hook the fan on it using the carabiner that is included in the box. Overall, I think it's a decent option if you are a camper looking for a rugged outdoor device that can wear multiple hats, like being a fan, a power bank, and a torchlight all at the same time. But if you only want to own one fan that can be used in noise-sensitive environments and can fit into sling bags, then I don't think this fan is for you. In fact, with the price of this camping fan, you can actually get the Ultra 2 handheld fan for lesser money, and it also has similar wind speeds. It also has the torchlight feature as well as the power bank feature, yet that one is much smaller and can fit into smaller bags. If you're interested in the Ultra 2 handheld fan as well, why not check out my review of it in this video over here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.